I tell you I don't embarrass easily. And I think that's one of my best qualities.
Oh.
Nobody has time for shame in this world.
Nobody.
So I go up north. I visit Cousin Zeba with my neck band. And she was like, hey.
You can't wear that around here.
Yeah, if you're going to go to the football game with that, you're going to embarrass your niece.
Yeah. Down here it was fine. She didn't say a peep. But when you go back to their territory, all of a sudden it's like, listen, we got a reputation to maintain around here. You can't go looking like you fucking escaped a mental institution, which is what it looks like when you're like one of those cartoon characters when they have the thing around their head.
Yeah. And I go, I don't wear this outside. She's like,
yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Welcome, you neck-banding dirties, to a new episode of Till the Dirt with Tommy and MJ.
Hey-o.
Look, I just don't know what it is. Should we go into deep analysis over it?
Of why we're late again?
No.
No? All
over, like, I don't think it's because I let go. I think it's a self-confident trait.
No, I think that you're just like, fuck it. No one's sent me off to the, loony bin yet. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's a priority. I think that really insecure people have to spend time on. Did you just fart?
No, I didn't. I would tell you. That
What
was my
was
stomach.
that?
That was my stomach.
That was your stomach?
You heard that though? All right. That means he's hungry.
It was like.
That means he's hungry.
I didn't get any feedback about like my scales last week.
Hopefully you'll get some feedback about these pants that you're wearing. It looks like she stole them from Sammy.
Okay, I'll tell you what I did. I needed to go shopping for some jogger sets. I feel like the look is more baggy.
Oh.
And
so you went to the big and tall shop?
Yeah. I mean, if you're already short and you're already curvy and I'm not wearing really a bra and, I'm not the most slender that I've been this year, I ain't tripping.
You might trip in those pants.
So what you're saying is, go ahead. Just tell me. What's wrong with the pants?
You have a nice, sweet caboose, and this looks like you're wearing a potato sack.
And the problem is?
I don't want to be in a potato sack race.
Okay. So your visual aesthetic is triggered.
Yes.
You're like, I don't want to sit on this couch
walk up
and
behind
watch you.
Sammy. No, I don't.
Is that easy?
Yep, that easy.
Well, they did mix up our baby pictures on Shahs of Sunset.
That's very true.
They did take pictures of me and put them up on the screen.
A little behind the curtain. That's not you.
And say, it was me. They said it was Sammy.
Okay, that's what it was. They reversed it.
But again, like this goes back to the self-confidence.
Does it?
I think that if you're an insecure person, you have to look good. You have to have a good hair. You have to make sure you're presenting all the time because you're putting a Band-Aid.
Tell us more, Vita.
You're putting a Band-Aid. This is the opposite of Vita. You're putting
That's
a
probably why
Band-Aid
you are
on
the
your
way you are.
insecure.
That's
Thank
probably
you.
why the way you are.
We told you
Her
we were
fucking ridicule just broke you at some point. You're like, I don't fucking care.
At all.
I don't care. I'm going to look like I fucking left Creedmoor,
Yeah.
and I'm out. That's it.
It's what on the inside that counts.
Absolutely.
It's what's on the inside that matters.
Yes.
That, you know what somebody said to me today? True story. Today I'm previewing properties on the broker's open house. And this guy, first of all, let's start with what he looks like. Blue eyes.
Oh.
Oceanic blue eyes.
Sounds dreamy.
A head of thick white hair. Age, I don't know. It doesn't matter. But,
Wow.
mature man.
I'm surprised you came home.
He had a tattoo of like the bands that he was touring
Oh, wow.
with.
So sweet.
He was a tour manager.
Okay.
And he's a realtor. He's been a realtor and did both. And he's in music. And he talked about how Paul McCartney is performing tomorrow at some Rose Bowl, Pasadena Rose Bowl. He said the tickets are around $3,500 each.
I bet. I bet there's not going to be a ton of... I mean, I hope he lives forever, but there's not going to be a ton of Paul McCartney live,
performances. But remember when we saw him together?
We did not see Paul McCartney.
You didn't come with me that year to Coachella that
No.
he performed? Oh, yeah, I remember. It was way before I met you.
Yeah.
He performs for hours.
Yeah, he's good.
He doesn't do like that shit you hear about where like they're only on stage for like an hour or two.
Yeah, he doesn't play that game.
Yeah. So anyway, this guy, he was like, you look so nice and kind. And I was like, my husband would
Yeah. As little as he
beg
know.
to differ.
Guy seems... I bet he's real perceptive, that guy.
He's, he said he thought he was.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I'm just telling you, people out there in the streets, they think that I'm cool.
Okay.
And then you know what's something that somebody said about you recently? They were like, yeah, the thing with Tommy is that he just feels like he needs to take you down a peg. And people don't like that. And I'm like, yeah, you know, it's our banter.
Yeah, sometimes people need to come down a peg. What do you mean? I have an interesting tidbit.
Okay.
Curious
I'm
what your
on
opinion.
the edge of my seat.
Curious to what your opinion is. I'm going to leave some of the details out because it's a very fresh wound for the people involved. And I don't want to upset too many people.
Okay.
Someone I know.
Oh, God. Oh, you're saying to protect the lives of the innocent.
Yes.
You're going to keep it anon.
Yes.
Got it.
But even with what I tell, people that know me and know like my
innards.
ecosystem
Okay.
know this story, know this went down. So
Okay.
they'll already know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm trying to save those people from
You're in
the
advance of
details.
the story.
Yes.
Don't freak out if you're listening because
Yes.
I don't want you to think I'm going to blow up your spot.
I just have a curious question about it.
Okay. Okay,
Someone I know-
Clarence Worley.
Someone I know committed a crime and couldn't handle the time. So they killed themselves. Yes.
Wow.
My question is, because
Never.
when you get down to the brass roots of it,
Nothing
it
is that
wasn't that much time.
bad. It goes by so fast.
No, I mean, listen, you're a little older. The type of person would I could totally see why he felt like there was no other options. Let's just put it that way.
How much time?
Like 7 years. But I think
No
there was
problem.
multiple I don't know the details, so I don't want to talk out of school. It could have been a lot more than that. I don't know the details, like the ins and outs.
No big deal.
So it could have been more than that. But,
Okay.
Even at 7, he ain't doing it. You know what I mean?
Time
But my
flies.
question is, if you think that there's no other alternative, if that's your end, like if you're willing to go that far, if you're willing to do that, wouldn't you try to run first?
Oh, be a fugitive?
Yeah.
No.
No?
I mean, before you'd kill yourself? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
if you already know that
You're
that
gonna
I'm
kill
going to kill
yourself?
I'm going to kill myself.
Wow, this is dark.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
If it is, I apologize.
I
but
mean, everyone lighten up because this is dark.
yeah. Sorry, everybody.
But I mean, I did say let's do a deep dive of psychoanalysis.
Yeah, man.
I will
I
say.
just feel like I would have lammed it because again, it was I'll also say there was no violence and there was no stealing of money. It was like a victimless crime. It was
Okay.
involved around guns, like you shouldn't have a gun, and again, I don't want to get into too much of it because people already know. But like in some states, what he did wouldn't even have been a crime.
Like California.
No, like California can't have a ton of cache of weapons.
Texas.
But there are states that you can have as fucking many guns as you want. You know what I mean? But I do think there was more to it than that. But it's still my point is, like, I don't know.
Without having to get specific, you're saying that this is a broader question.
Yeah, wouldn't
it's
you
more
run?
of a thing. Well, yes. I think what you're saying is nothing is that bad. In life, we get through everything. There are things in our lives that we think are going to be so hard to bear.
No, listen.
And therefore,
if he killed somebody, let's say he was a drunk driver, he killed somebody, you're fucking guilty, you're going to go away for a real long time. At my age, I don't know if I could do 30 years in jail. You know what I mean?
30 years.
30 years, 40 years in jail. That's what you're talking about. If you murder someone, vehicular homicide, you're going away for a long time. I'm saying that if you commit what is essentially a victimless, and if you try to run, they will fucking track you down and they will find you. That's one of the arguments I was having with my friend. He's like, who's looking? I'm like, bro, you can't just not go to court when you get arrested, because otherwise everybody would just run. There is Interpol. There are people that will try and track you down, but it comes with the amount. It comes with a price, because that's taxpayer money. If you killed somebody, if you stole a lot of money, they're gonna fucking come find you. They'll track. But like if you commit a victimless crime, if you had, a drug case, and I'm not talking like a big dealer. I'm saying like, if you got caught with something that would put you in a lot of, some states, if you have a lot of drugs, it might even be that much. You could get a lot of jail time. Or if you have a gun in New York, you're going to jail. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You're going to jail for a year. If you have it could be licensed. You're going to jail. Like it could be a registered firearm. You're still going to jail. Well, I'm just saying at some point.
Plus there's there's what's at stake. Like you have to save yourself. You have to rescue yourself from these dark thoughts. Like if Nene was producing this podcast, she would put a warning label at the end and like.
Sorry, you guys. This is too deep a conversation. I'm just asking, would you, if you were in a tight spot, would you stay or would you bail? I would fucking bail in that situation and let them come and try and find me. But we could talk about something else that is more cheerful.
No, I'm saying because I want to talk about it. I'm saying disclaimer, but. What you do is you're like, okay, you've been sentenced.
No, he hasn't.
Though he doesn't even know it could have been.
That's what I'm saying. Like he.
It's a weak man.
Again, I'm not looking to talk bad at
I'm
people.
just saying.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking to do that. He just incurred the conversation between myself and a friend of mine. What happened with him fell by the wayside real early in the conversation. It became more a matter of what would you do if you were in this spot? And yeah, I would, you're going to have to fucking track me down, dude. Like, I'm not going to go to do 20 years for something that I didn't make any money on or I didn't earn any money. Like, I don't know. You got to, I'll fucking hide out, man.
At this point, like, there's people who, if it is a white collar crime, and you're not going to be in county jail.
Well, it's not a white collar. It's considered guns are considered like that's dangerous stuff.
But is it a federal offense where you're going to go to minimum security?
Like I said, what he had,
or
what he
are you
did
going
in some
to a
states,
maximum security facility or a minimum?
Oh no, you're going to real jail. You're going to
jail or prison.
You're going to prison. You're going to a real prison.
Prison is minimum security.
No minimum security. A gun charge, you are going with regular criminals. You are going with criminals.
So
now, don't get me wrong. If you have a good lawyer, you can fight this type of shit, and like maybe that could be part of your plea. That all right, don't send me to fucking.
You fight it.
But then you got to plead. You got to take the time. I don't like. You got to take the time. You got to take some time. I don't know if he was ready. Like I don't know if he was willing to do any time.
I would have definitely waited it out and seen what my other options are.
Well, did you ever see the guy? I think he was on trial for killing his wife.
Oh God.
And he's found guilty.
Okay.
And then he does this. But if you watch it on YouTube, he covers his mouth, and then like within a few minutes later, he just starts fucking convulsing and he dies. It was like so he took poison while he waited.
I see.
Like I get that he's gonna be going. He was like 50. He's gonna go spend the rest of his life in jail. He took a shot. He blew in a trial and said "fuck this" and killed himself in the courtroom. That I get a little bit more.
What kind of poison was that?
I don't know, the good kind, because it worked. He died right there. He died on the spot.
I never heard about that story.
Yeah, I'll show you when we're done with this. I'll show you. It's on video. I'll show you the video.
Oh my God.
But in brighter news.
But I feel like to put a button on this, I feel like no one should ever fear what they think is going to happen, especially when there is so much road to go down. You can find the best attorneys. You can find out what the future is. You have to think about the people that you have to live for. You have to think about the legacy. That there are people like Sandy Hook. We had on the Heal to Feel podcast, someone who lost her child, you know, and they turn it into a cause that changes lives.
Well, you know someone like that. John O'Brien's mother. Her husband was killed in 9/11. He worked at Cantor Fitzgerald, and she's that person. You know what I mean? And 9/11 comes around. She's going to firehouses. She's doing charity shit. She's made it. It gave her power as opposed to taking it away from her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what you have to do in life.
Yeah.
And the point of this whole thing is that we often think when we're hit with something bad, it doesn't have to be that serious, but it could be things that in your mind you're like, no, don't let this happen. Don't let this be. And then sometimes you just have to ask yourself, like, what the fuck happens what if it does? So what if it is? And then you release so much BS. Your body is holding all this stuff. And it's like, wait a minute. I know
How bad is prison rape? How bad is it?
Hey, it is an erogenous zone.
Yeah,
you'll learn to love it.
Maybe you learn to love it.
I mean, maybe he was latent homosexuality.
Yes.
He was afraid he was going to like it too much.
You know what I mean? Maybe.
No, but seriously, how bad, when you think, wow, I want something so bad, or I don't want this to happen so bad, sometimes you just need to think, and so what if? Like, so what if it, like if it doesn't go the way I think I need it to go? And then what? Really, what's going to happen?
What?
What's going to happen?
What?
Like, my trajectory in life is not going to be the same? Like, just stop thinking that way.
If you go to fucking jail for 20 years, it's not going to be the same. It's going to take a turn. It's going to take a detour. But with that, I got some dirty business to attend to.
Okay.
First off, I'm not going to use her last name, but shout out Jamie. She was having a real rough week, and she listened to our last podcast, and it really lifted her spirits. It was a great message she sent. So I said that,
shout out, Jamie.
To reciprocate, I'm going to shout you out on the pod because you lifted my spirits when I read the message.
Aww. Are you going to read the message?
No.
It was
There was a little personal stuff in there. It was just like, kind of, sometimes we get those where it's just like, shit ain't going well or whatever. And sometimes I just need to get my mind off things. And I listen to what you guys do and it gets my mind off it. So mission accomplished.
Do you get these in the DMs to you or the Till the Dirt? Oh, I wish I would have seen some of those messages.
Yeah, so for a lot of you guys, more often than not, I'm the one that's answering or seeing those messages. So if you get a message back from me, it's usually from me. So
I don't have access to the account.
Well, you could have access to it anytime you want.
No, because you don't have the password.
No, I do. I could hook you all up if you'd like.
I would.
And then we have Caro. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Caro. Caro. She bought your Cans Look Sick t-shirt for her boyfriend, Robbie, who apparently is like a carbon copy of me. So how lucky is Caro? Right? It's got to be the luckiest broad on 2 feet. So shout out, Caro. Thank you very much. And your cans, I'm sure, also look sick. And on that note, we have a few other people that bought some merch, and I asked for shout outs on the pod, which I told them I'll be happy to do. So if you ever get some merch and you want a shout out on the pod, just let me know, and I'll be happy to do it. But Kelly Ibert, Stacy Keaton, Just Say Dee Dee, and speaking of Dee Dee, that's Auntie Lulu sent me books again. She always sends me books. Anytime I do a post, she sends me books. So shout out to Auntie Lulu.
Wow.
They're the best. She always sends me books. And Erica Velasquez. So there Thank you, Dirties.
It's like his Oscar acceptance speech.
Well, it was the Emmys this week. What did you think of the Emmys?
I miss Joan Rivers.
She's been dead a long time, so you
But-
should probably get over it.
It's times like this
Why?
because of the red carpet review.
Okay. I think that, after What's-Her-Face got fired for whatever she said about Zendaya that time, I think that they've really tapered back the harsh criticisms.
Juliana Rancic.
Yeah, the harsh criticisms that were going on the red carpet. Now, apparently, we can't do that anymore either.
But you're not. But see, the thing is, like, Juliana Rancic is a great person, but she just isn't the vessel that can deliver that kind of shade. She was trying to be funny.
It comes off as mean. It comes off as mean from her and Caddy.
A young,
Joan Rivers
slender,
is known for
pretty. Joan Rivers, first of all, is a comedian. Second of all, a trailblazer. Thirdly, she built saying things that you can't say on her back, and she
provocative.
built on her back.
What's she doing on her back?
She filled in for Johnny Carson.
Oh man,
she is like the epitome of grit and
she burned that bridge though.
Acumen. What?
She burned that bridge.
How?
When they gave her because she was she's filled in for Johnny anytime he went on vacation, and then they gave her own show. He said, "Don't take the show. It's never going to amount to anything, and you're always going to be the person to fill in for me. And who knows, I might retire, and then you never know." And she didn't listen because she wanted to be a trailblazer. She got the Fox talk, that late night talk show. It was canceled almost right away, and she was never welcome back to the night show again.
Way to try to keep a woman down.
Johnny apparently had that in him, where he could be a dick.
Well, the thing is this.
He was also infinite power. He was so powerful. Like Jimmy Kimmel and fucking the other dude. You could fucking pick the most talented person ever. He's not even on TV now. Pick whoever you want. That person will never be as powerful. Like there will never be anybody as powerful as Johnny Carson, as far as like late night and being a career maker ever again.
Or charismatic.
Yeah,
What?
I like, yes. Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy
Kimmel used to be on the Man Show. He used to be a lot like now. He's like a whiny bitch. And Kimmel, who's the other one?
Fallon.
Like he's nice.
The nicer guy.
But he's nice. Like he definitely, I feel like, would be fun to have drinks with and go out. He'd like do a little, he'd probably do a lot of impersonations. But like, he's not like, I don't know. He's not that like nighttime gravitas to me.
No.
No.
Like the best
Conan
thing
was better than him.
Yes.
The
best thing about Fallon is that you feel his nice energy. You can feel it through everything he does. He's a good guy.
He's a good performer.
Looks like he works hard at his craft.
Yeah.
He wants to be good. He wants to do well. He's got like a really soft side of him, and that makes him likable. Johnny Carson was this
but
very
Kimmel,
intimidating.
Kimmel, I keep saying Kimmel, but Fallon, like this is it. You know what I mean? He can't do anything else. So it's this or going back to Saturday Night Live. You know what I mean? Like he can't. Maybe he could be a game show host. No, that's what I'm saying. He did a couple, and they were terrible movies.
No, he did with Drew Barrymore.
I understand that movie isn't a hit or isn't long-term famous probably because of him. If they put a better actor in it, it would be a better known movie. But he did that other one with Queen Latifah, Taxi. It was fucking terrible.
No one's ever heard of that movie.
Yeah.
But the one he did with Drew Barrymore is going to live forever.
Let's not get nuts.
What's it called? Fever Pitch?
Yeah, Shams Joplin. Let's not get nuts on you today too. I think that was pretty legendary. But yeah, it was like he's not like Johnny Carson.
There's no comparison. That's like saying Leno. Also, not that good.
No, you're right.
Nobody.
Letterman
is the only person that would contend with late night.
Yes,
legend.
Yes.
And I don't know what your problem is with admitting when a man has charisma, because it bothered you the other day when I told you that to be a news anchor.
No,
you have to be
You said they
charismatic.
have to be good looking.
No, I
and
said
then
I
you tried
listened to it.
I have
I
it
said-
all. I've edited that. I've seen that clip.
I said
I've seen it 50
you have
times.
to have attractive personality traits.
No, you didn't. You said they have to be good looking. And then I called you out on it. And then all of a sudden it was charisma and
Whatever. Fine.
yeah.
But guess what?
What?
Remember how I told you that I like the swag that this one person had? I got myself something I've wanted for a really long time.
Pedicure?
LOL.
Toe ring?
No. You know, maybe I should up my budget on pedicures and I don't have to get this slack from you.
Yeah, you're good. I don't know if we have it in the budget. I don't know. That's a lot of budget. You got toe brass knuckles? I didn't get you a toe ring. I got a toe knuckles.
No, I mean, I think
No,
that...
I do too.
Is it because of that dry...
Yeah, I do.
That little dry knob
Yeah.
on the top of
Yeah. That looks like a meteor. Yeah, that's great.
That's the only one that's not perfect. Everything else looks good.
What? That's the only one that would have a crime documentary made about it. Yeah, sure.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh
You
my
got something
God, the
good?
Charlie Sheen documentary.
Oh, it's very good.
Wait a minute before we move on. For
very
everybody who loves me and I love you more, this is the piece. When I told you that there was a girl that was, and shout out to Ariella.
Shout out.
Yeah, I want to shout out my homegirl, PFA president, Ariella. You know who you are. I
Do you want that
got
drink
myself.
Or no? Why did I even make you a fucking drink?
I'm good. I got myself this beautiful, stunning 22 karat, or is it 18 karat? Because it's gorgeous. Gold and diamond hand bracelet ring combination. This is the swagger. This is the drip right here. This is the drip. And I haven't seen Ariella at school so that I couldn't tell her, show her what it is.
Drippy.
But I mean, this is like irreplaceable. The diamonds show on both sides. So if it flips around, it doesn't look like it's showing on its backside ever. It is comfortable. It doesn't make me most jewelry. I want to like take it off. And it's affordable.
Get a room already.
I know.
Fuck.
Charlie Sheen.
Well,
Holy
before Charlie
shit.
Sheen, I also think that we would be remiss if we didn't mention the Charlie Kirk assassination, which I don't care whichever way you lean politically. Doesn't matter to me. No one deserves to be killed for fucking something that they say. But we could go forward.
Freedom of speech.
It's not free. It has a price. And we need to continue to fight for it always. Because
I mean, I have been Elsa frozen when it comes to people being hurt. You know, there has been a lot of crazy, horrible things that have happened in the media.
what the
in
craziest
world.
part for me of that was that, you know, how instantly that was just out to the masses.
Yeah. What do you mean?
You know what I mean? Something that visceral that was like, wow, you know, was out for everybody, kids, grown-ups, senior citizens, you know, white, black, purple, everybody got to see it instantly and full, like before they even realized maybe not everybody should see this. You know what I mean? So it's just weird how the internet works, man. It's like, that was, you know, that was all around the world instantly. It was crazy. But yeah, man, it was real tragic. And, you know, I hope this isn't the start of a new trend, because you look throughout history, there's been, like, this isn't new. There's always been assassination attempts. You know, it's been kind of a while, I guess, that, you know, well, not a while because they tried with Trump too. But I don't know, man. It's just a crazy environment that we're living in. The Charlie Sheen doc was great, though. Like, that's a guy that I feel like they could take, you know, they could shoot at him and I think he'd still be all right. You know, I think he'd still come out of it okay. I don't know.
I hate to say anything bad about Denise Richards, but was she drunk?
She didn't look like
during the interviews.
She didn't look like she had all her sort. She looked like, remember I told you when I saw her in
the grocery store.
Yeah, Bristol Farms. Mm-hmm. She looked like that's exactly how she looked, like frazzled, but she had kids running around her. So it's a little bit, and the guy who they're now breaking up or getting divorced. I think it was him.
Aaron,
I think it was him. I'm pretty sure it was.
Of course it was him.
No, but it could have been
She's not at the grocery store. They live here. She's not at the grocery store with somebody else.
He had 2 bottles, and he was like, which one?
Drinks.
Which
they both drink
and she
together.
was like, both.
I know. Of course. Why wouldn't she?
That's great.
Why wouldn't she?
Yeah. Well, a wise man once told me in life, if someone ever gives you a choice, choose both.
And you, okay, back to Charlie Sheen. So it came out. What's the name of the documentary?
I don't know.
It's called like Charlie Sheen.
Something like that. He had a book too. Both they work off of each other.
Did they work it off of like the Two Broke Men title or
no?
The name of the
docu? No, it didn't have anything to do with that.
No.
2.5 Men, not 2 Broke Men.
Oh yeah.
He was actually doing pretty well for himself, Charlie Harper.
I was thinking 2 Broke Girls, the show.
Yeah.
Shout out
maybe
Tracy.
the 2 Broke Girls should have got together with the 2.5 Men. Been quite the scene.
I think it was the same guy.
It probably was. Chuck Lorre was making everything. Once he had 2.5 Men, then he made Big Bang, and like he's just punching out hits, dude. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think they give him carte blanche over at the.
Did he do anything after that?
Yeah, 2 Broke Men. I mean, 2 Broke Girls. Well, that was Whitney Cummings. No, that was Whitney Cummings.
Oh,
that's Whitney Cummings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's him. He had again the
Big Bang.
The Big Bang, and then the younger version of the Big Bang,
which is what.
One of the characters of the Big Bang when he's Sheldon, young Sheldon. I think that he's got a couple of he's been writing for a long time. He created that show with Brett Butler. I think that was the first show that he ever did. He wrote on Roseanne, I'm pretty sure too. Yeah, he's had a long time of hits, and he was considering the shit that Charlie Sheen said about him, and he was real forgiving.
But you don't take it personally, though.
It's hard to take some shit personally, though. Because Charlie
He's out of his mind.
But still, what
was the point of the
documentary? He never had any consequences. I think that was the biggest point of the whole doc, is that he always kind of landed on his feet.
Yes.
No matter what happened.
Nothing bad ever happened.
Yeah, tons of bad shit happened. All self-inflicted.
So the part about the documentary that I liked was his early life in Malibu, growing up with Martin Sheen as a father, running around when Malibu was rustic, and
with Sean Penn and
his
Chris
brother
Penn and,
Emilio.
Yeah.
And then you find out that
just took quite a turn. And then, just got scary.
And then you find out his dad took him to the Philippines to shoot the movie
Apocalypse Now.
Mm-hmm. And it turns into the biggest movie in the world. I was very interested that he surpassed Emilio Estevez when his brother was a rising star, and Charlie Sheen wasn't as good of an actor according to the acting world. But then he surpassed him, and they talked about how they had a competitive dynamic between them that was very tumultuous. And then
because
Charlie
he said a lie, basically, that we're different guys and we're not up for the same parts, which is bullshit. You're young Hollywood.
Exactly.
You're all up for the same part.
To do Platoon, where they said, Emilio, we don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
Because Oliver
Oliver Stone has talked about this outside. He
said he wanted Emilio first.
No, Martin Sheen to him. Charlie Sheen to him was Martin Sheen.
Okay.
And because of the way
Platoon.
Many people feel that
Apocalypse Now
is the greatest Vietnam movie ever created.
Of course it is.
And he was trying to do his
that.
and he was actually in Vietnam, Oliver Stone.
Right.
You know, so yeah, but yeah, once the decision was made, there was no calls to Emilio. There was no letdowns. It was just like next thing you knew, Charlie Sheen was in the movie.
But then it was Wall Street, and then it was so many other movies.
Yeah.
So what we saw,
but if you look at the trajectory, Emilio Estevez was the hottest actor in Hollywood.
St. Elmo's Fire, Brat Pack. He did Breakfast Club. He was massive.
He had the
Vigilante one.
Yeah, he was the guy.
That was Michael Douglas.
No, but he was the guy.
Yeah,
he was and then once he wasn't, Charlie Sheen kind of took over.
No, I think that sometimes though you have to remember people don't want the Hollywood lifestyle. Like when you're in it and you grow up in it and you've got all like Sean Penn, like you were saying, not everybody wants to live in the fast lane.
Yeah.
I think that Emilio Estevez was more interested in
That's a great
staying in Hollywood, and he wanted to be a director.
Because they just did the other documentary. The one with Andrew McCarthy about the Breakfast Club, the Brat Pack.
Yeah.
He is that guy.
Yeah.
He's living in Malibu. He's lived there for fucking 30 years. You know, he'd be like Charlie Sheen if he wasn't a degenerate drug addict. You know what I mean?
He was totally...
He's just real chill. You know, he just still directs. He does a lot of TV directing and shit like that, you know. So he'll act from time to time. I'm sure he gets nice residual checks. Breakfast Club is still one of the most popular movies ever.
St. Elmo's Fire is one of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah,
but it's one thing, like Breakfast Club is still a very popular movie. Young kids watch Breakfast Club. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think young kids watch St. Elmo's Fire. It's still like it's popular with people of our age and our ilk, but it doesn't, transcend. Breakfast Club transcends. It's still a very popular movie.
Not to go off into a tangent, but another person from there that didn't go too far was in Breakfast Club and St. Elmo's Fire.
Ali Sheedy?
Judd Nelson.
Judd Nelson. Well, supposedly he's a dick.
I could see why.
Supposedly he's a dick.
I mean, some things happen too early for people.
Yeah.
Like if the expression of getting too big for your britches, I think that when you become that explosive, then like Molly Ringwald, big cunt, really mean apparently.
No,
like,
and
not
Charlie
nice.
Sheen, the one thing that you could tell, everybody likes Charlie. Like I said, even Chuck Lorre, the guy, he shredded him on a fucking monumental level. And at the time, he wasn't like, well, just, it was like, listen, Charlie's got demons, whatever. But now, today, he's still, you know what I mean? They're cool, So, like,
and then the other part about
that's probably what kept him busy in town. Because you could be supremely talented and be a dick and stay around in Hollywood forever. But if you're supremely talented and a dick and you're not getting hits, your shelf life won't be that long. If you start picking the wrong movies.
So what happened in the docu was that, first off, he said when they sent the kids home on set of Apocalypse Now, they said they reported back that Martin Sheen was very sick. He became a crazy alcoholic, and then they went back and they saved his life. And his dad, Martin Sheen, told him that he very much owes his becoming well again and sobering up to his son, Charlie Sheen, showing up and playing and walking and going out and throwing a ball around, and that's simple. Do you not remember that?
Well,
part of the documentary?
That set is notorious for being like, you want to talk about dark? That set was like one of the darkest sets ever. What's his face? Marlon Brando was like a maniac because he played one,
Yeah, same. Same as Charlie Sheen. I mean, Martin Sheen.
Well, Martin Sheen had to hunt him down, so he had to become the hunted. Yes. He had to become the monster.
Right.
And like they're both, so I could imagine when they're at break time, it would be good to see a kid running around playing with a ball because otherwise it's fucking real intense.
But I think he did the really, really hard scenes, like blacked out of his mind to get to that rage in that dark place.
Well, he was on LSD on one of them, like the scene when he's in the room, supposedly on LSD. I think he was on LSD. And
then Charlie Sheen comes back home with his dad, healthy, and he gets the audition for the Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
And his dad and him, he stole the scene. He stole
He's like, I showed up with smudged cigarette ash on my eyes.
Yeah.
And made with my motorcycle jacket.
He was late. He overslept.
Didn't say he was late.
Yeah, he overslept. But what's her face got
Jennifer Grey
got in the movie. and
Just said, just show up.
yeah, and he was late. She freaked out, but Christopher Columbus.
No.
What's his name? Christopher Columbus. Some Columbus, right? Chris Columbus, no? The guy who made the movie.
I don't think it was Chris Columbus.
It's Columbus.
It wasn't,
I think something
though.
like that. Whatever. But he...
Now it's going to bother me because he also directed Home Alone and...
Yeah, no, John Hughes.
John Hughes, thank you.
Yeah, but then there's another... But so John Hughes was like, all right, let's go. So like, again, he didn't get in trouble. You know what I mean? Like, he never seemed to get in trouble.
Right, he was rewarded. Everything worked out.
No, it's like, all right. It wasn't
Everything
a big
just
deal.
worked out.
Yeah, everything just worked out. He come out and like the can and fucking do some work again.
Somehow fell into
man.
perfect place.
Like a cat, dude. He always lands on his feet.
But then at the end, when his teeth are like just gone,
Yeah.
it looks like he has a rotten mouth
But
full of
he
rotten
also
teeth.
did Bill Maher this week. He
Oh.
was live on that. He's doing the
Did he
the
get a
book
new
premiere.
grill?
No, he's
He's a great candidate for like a facelift.
Yeah, but he seemed like some of the years might have taken their toll.
No shit.
Yeah.
No fucking shit.
Yeah.
Your brain is fried.
Yeah.
He has done
Yeah.
every combination
Winning.
of every drug. He's lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
I felt bad for his kids. So he had
I
two
always
kids
feel bad
with
for the kids,
Brooke,
man. I always feel
Mueller.
bad for the kids.
He had 3 kids with
Yeah.
Denise Richards, and like
You had
the
a young
girls
daughter
came on.
early. You had the daughter early.
Yeah,
Yeah. I always feel
He
bad
had-
for the kids.
and they have no father except Charlie.
No, he
Sheen.
seems like he's good now, but it's just, those
It
years
doesn't
are gone.
matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
Like what you do when I'm 25 years old is not quite it.
Yeah. Because if you fuck
You've
up
already
again,
formed
I'm
who
still
you
gonna,
are.
I'll be all right or whatever because the damage is already done.
We're all like living our wounded inner child.
Oh,
Like there's
totally.
if
So many
you're
inner
if you want to
childs.
be there for your kid, be there for them when they're 6 years old,
Yeah,
like we are.
absolutely. And it's the best. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
In fact, if you are going to do anything to your kids, it should be later
Yeah, if you're gonna
when
fuck
they're
them
not
up.
in their formative years.
Yeah, yeah. Like what's her
That's
face?
true.
Yeah,
Just wait until they're older.
Just wait for that little older.
But yeah, the documentary, what was the point of it though? Other than the early stuff and all the home video that they had, I didn't even want to watch the end because at the end, so you had one
But
good
I
best
didn't
friend.
realize how big a cash cow he was.
What?
I really didn't. Like your mother talked about Charlie Sheen. He's such a big one. To me, it's like,
What do you mean you didn't know?
he always felt like,
A fuck up.
Yeah.
But
Then you really look at the hits. Like he was,
You know about
he
his
was in
hits.
hits. Like Platoon was a fucking
But
big
you knew
deal.
that.
Platoon
You
was a
just
big
were
deal.
paying attention to the later stuff in the media, and then he did that tour of like basically like he was doing.
It's funny
cruises.
when he was going downhill like that. Jamie was doing it too. It was the two of them with both. Like he would be like, "I'm like Charlie Sheen," you know what I mean? But no, like I like because there were a lot.
That's
of
kind of like an O.J. Simpson syndrome.
There were a lot of duds too. There were a lot of bad movies that he did. So like to me, it's like, but then when they're doing the doc and they're showing you. Like the Hot Shots phase, like Hot Shots, believe it was a big hit. They had like 2 sequels to it. You know what I mean?
Like Airplane.
Major League was one of my favorite all time movies.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
he made big hits, and
It was just that you were not the target audience at that point because you grew up, grew older, and he was making movies for younger kids at that point.
yeah, like but if you go apples to apples. Because the Billy Joel documentary just came out very recently, and I thought that was a great documentary.
Yeah.
It told you
It moved a little slow.
whose lives were more interesting. It's Charlie Sheen by a country
Of
mile,
course.
dude. And Billy Joel's got a real interesting life. I watched the doc. I was like, oh shit, I
It
didn't
was
know
a little
that. I
bit
didn't know
sad.
that.
Yeah, they're both a little sad.
No, but like Charlie Sheen makes Billy Joel's life look like fucking nothing.
Well, because we forgot to mention that when the whole part about when he met Nick Cage.
or when the
I'm
guy
sorry.
who's doing the doc with
The
him.
best time to be alive is in the 90s,
But the guy who's doing the doc with him,
the late 80s.
would from time to time remind him or like give him and you could just,
His best friend.
Like he totally forgot about something crazy. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, that time. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
of
I had
course.
no idea. I mean, I should know. But Nicolas Cage sounds like he was a fucking maniac too, dude.
What do you mean was? He is out of his mind.
Yeah, he still is, I guess.
He's not okay.
Yeah, but he didn't have
He just stays out of the limelight.
I guess.
He flies below the radar.
Yes, I guess.
Where does he live?
I don't know.
I'm going to ask Jamie Kennedy. He probably knows.
I don't know. Middle Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Some other realm. Yeah.
So we went to Starship. Want to shout out the salon that Brandon and Vicky opened up in. So I found out it's in Menlo Park. Mm-hmm. And Menlo Park is a really nice area of San Jose. So they open up this beautiful salon. It's it's on University Drive. It's around a lot of great restaurants. They passed out these beautiful ceviche boats. Like it came like on a lettuce boat.
Oh man.
I mean, I was like, bring me more. I must have eaten 3 or 4. Then they had like a spicy tuna version, which I also had at least 3 of those. And I drank. She drank. She was like, I'm getting on a plane. I'm not going to drive a car until it's time to come home in 2 days. It was like, I felt like I was going to Vegas.
Oh, yeah. I didn't go to Vegas for those that know. I didn't go.
To Vegas? Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. A lot of people wanted you to go to Vegas. Why didn't you go? Tell me the reason other than Toya.
I was only going to go if I was driving so that I could leave. I don't like being, you have to be at this flight.
Come on, Tommy. Why do you have to build these walls around yourself?
I know. It's just so I could leave, so I could know, so I could do what I want. Because I lived in Vegas. So it's not as simple as me just going. If I'm going to go, there's a few people that I'd like to bump into while I'm there. So I have my friends from out of town. I have another friend that I grew up with that lives there. He's had a little bit of health problems lately, so I'd like to go check on him. And then a few of the people that I hung out with that, why I lived there. I would like to pop up and see and, see what they're up to. But it's all good.
You didn't see your friends. You didn't go because you wanted to drive. So then you should have rented a car.
No, I'm good. I'm not upset about it. I'm good. Everything, I'm good. I'm totally fine with it.
So it's just, I get like it wasn't the end of the world. It's just that you have to try things. Like you have to do things. You have to do more. Thanks. Like that's what we did.
Mm. Yep. Yippers. Well, we got baseball.
Don't stay surface.
What do you mean?
I'm saying to you, like, the whole point is be with your friends, see your friends, do something different, step outside of your shell, go and visit.
I'm all right.
I understand if you're like, logistically, who's going to take care of Toya? That would have been valid because nobody was going to be there for her. We could have come home to a house with poop all over.
Which I basically woke up to the other day. But let me just give you an idea of what the schedule, the itinerary that Utila had for everybody.
Okay.
Mayweather Gym, 2:00. After that, we're going to go to dinner at the Rare Society. Then we're going to Universal Horror. It's a new thing. Universal Studios just opened. Saturday, they're going to the Wizard of Oz Sphere. Then they're going for a hike. Then they're going to the Boxing Fan Expo. Then they're going to another hike. Fucking Craig was like, I didn't do any of this shit. Yeah, I wouldn't do any of that shit either. I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy. And meanwhile, Philip was doing yoga and some other like, what the fuck? This is Vegas. What are we doing here, man?
Yeah.
What are we doing? No,
did any of that pan out?
I don't know. I'm happy that I stayed home. I'm good.
Yeah, that looks like sounds like a lot of ambition.
Yeah.
But can it really come to fruition?
For some it can. For some it can. Utila don't drink. So
did he do all that, you think?
Yeah. No, Utila did all of that.
Bravo or
but I'm willing to bet there was like 10
us.
guys that went. I'm willing to bet he did most of it by himself or with his son. Because his son is actually old enough now. He goes to college, goes to NYU.
Does he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, smart kid. And they were trying to take him to the
goes
titty bar. None of them go to titty bars, but they wanted to take him because Utila wouldn't let them. So like he had to go do all that shit with his dad. It's like his first time to Vegas. How lame is that? I'll go fucking for a hike. What? I can guarantee you when Shams is 22 years old and we go to Vegas for the first time, we are not going for a fucking hike, dude. I promise.
Well, we have those in California.
I promise. And with that, I think that...
Is it bedtime for Shams?
It is. It's bedtime for me, too.
Why?
It's tired. Long day, man.
Oh, the heat's getting the best of you?
Yeah, man. But appreciate all you guys.
Well, I think you should try and hang out with your friends, but, you know, it sounds like you have a fun text chat with them, and, you know.
We're all right. But I appreciate all you guys out there. Appreciate
there were a lot of people, for what it's worth, that wanted to know.
Oh no, I got hit for a lot of people from me too. Throw some money on this, throw some money on that. You know.
People are rooting for you to have a good time.
Hey,
so remember, if you are in San Jose and you want to have an incredible experience with people that are going to do your hair like nobody else, then you slide into Starship Salon. I follow them. If you have any trouble finding them on Instagram, you go to mine and then type in Starship, and they will be there in Menlo Park on University Drive. And what else? Are we going to carry it over to next week? We've got
next week we'll get an episode out on time. I promise.
And we're going to do,
the worst.
There's some more things that are happening. I'm going to go to another Chump event with Jeff and the One Hotel and all that stuff. So the tea is going to be scorching hot. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Till the Dirt with Tommy and MJ. We're so happy you're coming on this journey with us. It would mean so much to us if you would rate our show, give us 5 stars, leave a nice comment, and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all our new episodes. If you go to our website, tillthedirtpodcast.com, you can sign up for our mailing list, and also be sure to check out our merch. Follow us on all platforms at Till the Dirt Podcast and on YouTube at Till the Dirt with Tommy and MJ. See you next week, Dirties.